Have you ever truly paused to consider that just one breath, yes, a single conscious breath, can completely shift your entire state of mind? Not in theory, but in practice. What if I told you that within the span of just 3 seconds, through an ancient Japanese breathing technique, you could awaken a dormant power within, a force so profound that it can melt stress away in an instant, like mist dissolving under the morning sun? Centuries ago, in a remote and quiet temple hidden in the mountains of Japan, a wise old monk turned to his young disciple and said, "The mind is a wild horse, and breath is its rein. If you can hold the rein, the horse too shall become calm." These were not just poetic words, but a lived truth, a truth now echoed by neuroscientists and psychologists alike. For as mystical as it may sound, modern science is finally catching up to what sages have known for generations. That breath is not just a function of the body, but the key to the mind, and perhaps even the soul. Stress. The very word stirs something in us. It speeds up our heartbeat, clouds our thoughts, tightens our chest, and pushes us into survival mode. We search for clarity, for peace, for some anchor amidst the storm. And yet, the answer doesn't lie in the outside world. It lies quietly inside you, hidden in plain sight. A secret passed down through centuries, preserved in the disciplined breathwork of Zen monks and Shinto mystics. Practices such as shikantaza and hara breathing were more than rituals. They were inner technologies designed to restore balance, clarity, and presence. And now, in this moment, you're being invited to rediscover that same ancient key, not as philosophy, not as information, but as direct experience. This is the art of conscious rhythm. Inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 3, exhale for 3, pause for 3. A sacred 12-second cycle, simple on the surface, yet deep enough to stabilize your nervous system, soothe the overactive mind, reawaken your inner energy, and bring your awareness back into harmony with the present moment. If you've ever felt that there is a calm ocean buried beneath the crashing waves of your everyday life, if you've sensed peace within but couldn't quite touch it, this is your call to return, to stillness, to center, to yourself. This is not just a method of breathing. This is the pulse of your soul. It is the rhythm of life itself, not merely knowledge to be understood, but truth to be felt. And as you prepare to take your next breath, you stand before the first doorway of an ancient mystery, ready to be remembered. When we think about Japan's spiritual heritage, our minds often conjure images of ancient Shinto shrines shrouded in mist, peaceful Zen gardens where every stone and leaf carries meaning, and quiet koi ponds reflecting timeless stillness. Yet, beyond these visible symbols lies a profound and subtle inner science, kukyo, the art of awakening and harmonizing life energy through the sacred practice of breath. Central to this tradition is the concept of ki, the vital life force that courses through all living beings. This invisible energy flows within us, much like the breath that sustains life. Across cultures, this life force takes many names. In India, it is called prana. In China, qi. And in Japan, it is ki. The belief holds that ki moves through the body via the breath, animating every cell, every thought, and every feeling. But when the breath becomes shallow, erratic, or obstructed, ki's flow is disturbed. This disruption ripples through the body and mind, giving birth to stress, physical ailments, and emotional unrest. It is here that the ancient wisdom of Japan offers a way back to balance and harmony. A classic Zen teaching illustrates this beautifully. A student once asked his master, "How can I find true peace?" The master smiled serenely and replied, "Simply watch your breath. Notice when it enters and when it leaves. Until you can hear the sound of your breath, you will never truly hear the voice that lies within." This guidance reveals the secret at the heart of all spiritual practice. Breath is the sacred bridge connecting the body to the soul. History testifies to the power of this knowledge. The legendary samurai warriors, renowned not only for their unmatched skill with the sword, but also for their mastery of breath and stillness, understood this deeply. Before charging into battle, a samurai would take a single, deliberate breath, not as a preparation for death, but as a ritual to awaken life itself. This breath calmed the body, steadied the mind, and focused the spirit, turning chaos into clarity. The very same breath cycle, the measured 3 seconds to inhale, hold, exhale, and pause, has been practiced for centuries. Today, scientists recognize this method as resonant breathing or box breathing. But it is far more than just a relaxation technique. It is a gateway to transformation. When done mindfully, this practice shifts the brain's wave patterns, stabilizes the nervous system, and dissolves stress almost instantly. Yet, the impact runs deeper still. This breath practice awakens something profound within, the essence of your soul, the silent presence that underlies all experience. It is here that breath ceases to be just a biological function and becomes a living prayer, a dance between body and spirit. Now, let us dive deeper into the heart of the practice. The ancient 3-second breathing technique, a simple yet powerful rhythm composed of 4 sacred phases that guide you inward toward stillness. Phase 1. Inhale for 3 seconds. Breathe deeply and slowly through your nose, not into your chest, but into your lower belly, just below the navel. This area is known in Japanese tradition as the hara, the energetic center of your being, the wellspring of vitality and grounded presence. Feel as if the air is not merely filling your lungs, but expanding the very core of your existence, awakening a deep-rooted strength and calmness within. Phase 2. Hold the breath for 3 seconds. Now gently retain this breath, this life force, like a monk silently absorbing the sacred mantra he has just chanted. This pause is an invitation to the mind. Be still. Be present. It is a moment of conscious command, a brief sanctuary where thought quiets and the inner world gathers its focus. Phase 3. Exhale for 3 seconds. Slowly and mindfully release the breath, either through your nose or your mouth. As you do, imagine that all fatigue, anxiety, and toxic thoughts are carried away with the air escaping your body. Feel yourself letting go of tension in your muscles, resistance in your mind, much like a devoted disciple laying down burdens at the feet of a compassionate master. With each exhale, surrender grows deeper and the body softens. Phase 4. Pause for 3 seconds. This is the most mysterious and profound phase. Neither inhaling nor exhaling. This is Mu, the Zen concept of emptiness and pure presence. Here, time dissolves. There is no past, no future, only the ever-present now. It is the silent threshold where awareness awakens, where the doors to inner stillness and clarity swing open wide. This entire cycle, lasting just 12 seconds, repeated mindfully 3 to 5 times a day, can gently activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and restoration. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, harmonizes your mind and body, and cultivates an effortless calm. Yet, remember this crucial truth. Breath alone is not enough. Without intention, awareness, and heartfelt emotion, it remains a mechanical act. When you breathe with presence, with devotion, the practice transforms into sadhana, a sacred journey, a living meditation that reconnects you to your deepest self. Many ancient yogis and spiritual masters have said, when you master your breath, you master your destiny. This simple yet profound statement reveals the very first gateway to true self-mastery and inner liberation. Up to this point, we have explored the 4 essential phases of this breathing practice: inhaling, holding, exhaling, and resting in stillness. But is that all there is? The answer is a resounding no. The real power and depth of this ancient technique emerge precisely where language and logic fall away, where direct experience takes the lead. In the heart of Japanese spiritual tradition, breath is far more than a mere physiological function. It is a sacred, living dialogue, a timeless conversation between your body and the cosmos, between your soul and the infinite. When you hold your breath in that sacred pause of 3 seconds, you are not simply suspending air in your lungs. You are gently taming the wild, restless horses of your mind. In that brief stillness, time itself seems to slow, space expands, and you effortlessly sink into the only place that truly exists, the present moment. This is the profound secret. Breath only ever exists now. Your mind may wander endlessly, dwelling on memories, replaying regrets, or worrying about the future, but your breath anchors you firmly in the present, pulling you back again and again to the here and now. This idea is captured beautifully in the Zen concept of mushin, the state of no mind. It is the silent space beyond thought, beyond distraction, beyond inner conflict. It is pure presence and effortless awareness. This is why warriors, sages, monks, and artists throughout Japanese history embraced this sacred breathing practice, not simply as a relaxation tool, but as the means to center their entire being before acting, creating, or engaging in battle. The legendary Japanese archer Awakens once said, "Archery is not an outer skill. It is the art of aiming the soul through breath." His words remind us that true mastery and precision arise from within, from the union of breath, mind, and spirit. With consistent practice, something remarkable begins to happen inside your brain and body. Your brain waves shift from beta waves, associated with stress, anxiety, and overthinking, into alpha waves, which bring creativity, calmness, and clarity. The flood of stress hormones slows down. Your nervous system balances. Oxygen flows deeply and smoothly through your bloodstream. And most importantly, a profound inner transformation awakens. A stillness, a power, a deep well of presence and clarity that changes how you move through the world. This is not just relaxation. It is an alchemy of the soul. Through mastering your breath, you unlock the key to mastering your life. This ancient breathing technique is far more than a quick remedy or a fleeting moment of relief. It is a transformative path, a continuous journey of self-discovery and healing. Every intentional breath you take is like opening a door to a new dimension within yourself, unlocking layers of peace, resilience, and inner power that may have been dormant. The real question is, how do you invite this practice into your daily life in a meaningful way, making it an essential thread in the fabric of your everyday experience? 1. Begin your day with mindful breath. Before reaching for your phone or plunging headfirst into the demands of the day, pause. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and engage in 5 complete cycles of the 3-second breathing rhythm. This simple morning ritual acts as a beacon of clarity and centeredness, setting a calm and focused tone that carries you gracefully through the hours ahead. 2. Harness it as your natural refuge from stress. When feelings of anxiety, frustration, or overwhelm surge unexpectedly, don't rush to push them away or distract yourself. Instead, pause deliberately. Close your eyes and breathe deeply through 1 or 2 full cycles of the 3-second rhythm. Visualize the stress as a tangible weight that gently lifts and dissolves with each slow, measured exhale. This practice isn't merely symbolic. It actively rewires your nervous system, soothing your mind and body in profound ways. 3. Create a midday sanctuary. In the midst of a busy workday, set a gentle reminder to step away from screens and distractions. For 5 minutes, find a quiet space to sit or stand and immerse yourself in the breathing cycle. Inhale, hold, exhale, pause. This intentional pause helps stave off mental exhaustion, rejuvenates your creativity, and realigns your energy with a calm, steady pulse. 4. Enhance and deepen your meditation. If meditation is already part of your routine, weaving this breathing rhythm into your practice will amplify its effects. The steady cadence of breath anchors your mind, allowing you to sink more deeply into silence and heightened awareness. As mental chatter softens, the breath becomes a sacred thread, guiding you inward toward stillness and clarity. 5. Release tension and prepare for restorative sleep. As the day winds down, use this breathing technique to calm the nervous system and ease your body into rest. Before sleep, practice 5 cycles of the 3-second breath rhythm. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, quiets the mind, and invites deep, restorative sleep. If the full 3-second intervals feel challenging at first, gently begin with shorter breaths, 2 or 3 seconds, and gradually extend as you grow more comfortable. Always remember to breathe diaphragmatically. Allow your belly to expand naturally on each inhale and gently contract on each exhale. This is the most effective way to engage the breath fully and deeply. When distractions arise and your mind wanders, bring your attention back to the breath with kindness and patience. This gentle redirection is itself a sacred part of the practice. By consistently weaving this ancient breathing rhythm into your everyday life, you do more than simply manage stress. You cultivate a profound transformation that touches every aspect of your being. Breath by breath, moment by moment, you are reclaiming your inner harmony, strength, and peace. So, the next time you wake with uncertainty, face a daunting challenge, or find yourself lost in the silence of the night, remember to do one simple yet profound thing. Breathe. Breathe consciously, deliberately, with intention. For within your breath lies the secret to your healing, the wellspring of your strength, and the sanctuary of your silence. The world around you may be chaotic, the pace of life relentless and overwhelming. Yet, in the midst of this whirlwind, one breath has the power to transform your entire reality. It can dissolve pain, calm the racing mind, and gently guide you back to the core of who you truly are. You now carry a precious key, this 3-second key, an ancient gift that has passed through generations, from monks and warriors to you. It is the key to unlocking peace, balance, and a deeper connection to your soul. So I ask you, are you ready? Ready to live fully in your next breath? To embrace this moment with openness and awareness? If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to the channel for more ancient wisdom, spiritual tools, and deep inner practices. Like, share, and leave a comment below. Your voice may be the light someone else needs to hear. Your breath is the beginning. The journey continues here.